Just trying to see if this would be any form of entertaining for people. My name's TJ. I am your typical day one loser. My parents can attest. However, during my many years of fudgling, or for those of you that don't know what that word means, it is essentially the act of pretending to do things without actually doing anything. And yeah, that's essentially my skill. I would say I'm also very good at figuring out how to hack things and make them easier, which is why I consider myself to be a very good teacher, and that's why I enjoy being a music teacher so very much. For some reason I never do this. I haven't been doing this part properly recently. That worked. So, now of course, us Rubik's Cube people know that we have completed the sides now. See, on a 3x3, you just have one in the middle. However, on a 4x4, you have to complete the sides before you're able to have a middle. Now, the next part is making these all match with one another, almost like they're here. And that has a special obnoxious move that, to be honest, I don't mind. I consider it to be one of my favorites, specifically because, I don't know, I think it's the most, actually complicated, but the smoothest one you're able to do. I guess. I don't know. Again, I'm just some loser. So, I'm gonna have to do this about 20 more times, and then I can move on to the next step. So, I don't know if there's anything else really crucial I need to talk about. I guess my main problem recently would be that people seem to be getting worse at driving. Like, when I started driving, what year? 2015? And it seemed like, people were slow or they tailgated, but it wasn't, dangerous. But recently, just going from place to place to do any form of errand has become like a life or death sort of struggle. Specifically because no one really seems to care about other life. And I feel like I'm different because I really only care about everyone else getting there safely, which is frustrating because I'd like to drive like a dick, but I am incapable. I know what is right and wrong, and I do not sleep well as it is. So, it's a tricky situation, being someone who has to go places and do things from time to time. It would be convenient to not be scared to get in the car, or not be entirely certain whether I'd come back in a perfect peace, like I am. The perfect peace. I guess the main thing would be just generally using blinkers, because that's about day one courtesy. If you're making a turn off of a main road, you should probably, use your blinker before. And here's the if you slam on your brakes and then put your blinker on, you've defeated the purpose of the blinker. If you slam on the brakes, I already know you've done something. I had to slam on the brakes too. If you put your blinker on a couple seconds early, I go, oh, this guy's turning. Let me slow down a little bit so I don't rear end him. I don't have to jam on my brakes like a dick so the guy behind me might fucking get in a crash. And this move is called protecting the white. It's rare that we see the correct options on opposite sides, but here we are. Now, all of the corners are in the right spots. I'm not going to have to do any parodies today. I mean, I could do some great parodies. However, the OLL and RLL parodies aren't going to come into play, which is I'm not really too upset about it. And let me focus. Okay. So basically, I guess my end-all lesson for this first shot video of me babbling and talking about doing a 4x4 Rubik's Cube. What was I talking about? I spaced entirely. Oh, that's right. People driving like fucking morons. Another way that driving has gotten frustrating is I feel like, again, just when I started driving, you could go, I'm kind of hungry, and drive to a Wendy's and get some fucking Wendy's. But nowadays, you have to pre-plan to the teeth in order to figure out, like, how to do this properly and get your food home. Because you get in the drive-through line for your one sandwich, and you get behind fucking I'm trying to think of a fake name to describe this person, but there is none. This is just a bad person. Like, I would like to order 3/4 of the menu, but I'm gonna have to do a specific twinge on each one. Yeah, no, they each have a really, really specific set of instructions, so get a pen, notepad, the computer's not gonna work. And then I'm sitting there going, what the I just wanted my fucking chicken sandwich! Ugh! Anyway, have a nice day, guys.